Sorry, am I live? Shit, I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was live, guys. I was just busy eating this cupcake here. Okay, let's begin. That was enjoyable. Good evening, ahoy. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be in the world. It's Jeff, aka God the Scammer. Now, I wasn't really planning on doing anything today, or even like last night. I did a little, stream yesterday, but it was brought. However, it was brought to my attention last night by my good friend, the sarcastic barman, that Cupcake himself, Matt Powell, yep, that guy, Matt Powell, the well-known young Earth creationist and hate preacher, Matt Powell, yes, the one that thinks all LGBTQ people should be put to death. That guy had done a video about a week ago that I was briefly alluded to in a moment, and he didn't necessarily mention me by name, but he had a picture of me up there, and well, you just know I've got to respond to that. Oh, do I ever? No, I did a little short last night just to be, a bit funny about it, but you know, as Matt Powell has decided to, take a shot at me and a number of other atheist YouTubers, I thought we'd have a little look through his little 5-minute video and give us some thoughts. Now, I'm going to be drinking through this. Now, I know it's only a 5-minute video, yeah, I probably don't need to drink for this, but it's Matt Powell, people. Come on, give me a break. I need alcohol for this one. You should probably get alcohol as well. So, okay, let's bring. Let's find Cupcake's video, shall we? Share audio and oh, my God. Now, is that not a face you could love, eh? Is that not a face you could love? Seriously. Oh, yeah. Should we put it there? Should we just put it that kind of layout? Okay, so let's see what Cupcake had to say, shall we, about us YouTube atheists and why we're stuck in fantasy land.
One of the things that has really stuck out to me recently is the fact that these atheists that I'm dealing with on the internet, about 90% of them always have these posters of Final Fantasy or Mario Kart or Super Mario Brothers in their background of their videos. This to me is kind of like a dead giveaway because these people, they're obviously living in a fantasy land by believing that the world popped into existence unconsciously.
Okay, pretty bold assertion for someone who thinks the Earth is 6,000 years old, Matt. But hey ho, I'll let you have that. We'll let you have that one. We're in a fantasy land, are we?
Caused with no God. I mean, that in and of itself requires belief in magic, belief in superstition.
Right, I've got to stop it there. How awesome is Aaron Ra's jacket, by the way, here? Come on, how awesome is Aaron's jacket? Come on, you gotta love this.
If you will. But the fact is that this crowd has really never grown out of Toon Network. They haven't grown out of Nickelodeon.
Really?
Most of them on the internet that do response videos to me or other creation apologists, they have
here I am.
fantasy stuff hanging up in their background. They've got
Okay, here I am. He's got a little still of me here. Matt. Okay. I'm disappointed in you, Matt. Honestly, I'm disappointed. Your big issue with me here seems to be that I've got a Deadpool painting on the wall here. Yeah, I've got some Marvel's comics books. I've also got a Big Lebowski. I've got a Big Lebowski picture there on the wall over there, which you can't see. I do have a Joker and a Harley Quinn, and I also have an autograph photo from Sarah Douglas, who was an actress in one of the Superman films. She played one of General Zod's minions, just so people know. But Matt, come on, look at this still. I'm wearing a fucking Southampton Football Club shirt, okay? Come on. You want to take the piss out of something? Come on, that's the thing to go for. I mean, you know, that's the thing to go for. Matt, come on, do better. I believe in you, man. You could do better than this. Come on. Let's go on, shall we?
Got Marvel comics hanging everywhere. They never grew out of Super Nintendo. I mean, this is...
Whoa, right, okay. Stop right there. I want to just say, I take real fucking offense at this point here. I really take fucking offense to him to suggest that someone like myself never grew out of Super Nintendo. I'll have you know, Matt, I was a proud Sega Mega Drive owner. That's the Genesis for those of you in the United States. And I resent the implication that I was a Super Nintendo fan. So, you know, Matt, get your shit right, please. Okay.
This is the crowd that we're dealing with.
Knowing Matt Powell and having seen one of Matt Powell's sermons and then seeing him personally off to the side, it's not just an online, duplicitous character thing. It is that is him.
I figured it would be
right. So now I'm going to say I don't know I don't really know a lot of these other atheist content creators that he's bringing up here, but whoever she is, she is spot on. Can I just? Oh, by the way, I meant to mention something a bit before I started actually, and I just realised I forgot it. There's a couple of other great content creators who have responded to Cupcake already. That I've put the links to their videos in the description. I want to give a shout out to TheSkepTick in the video he did, and I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Bear who dropped a video a bit earlier today as well. And it's very good because I'm probably going to plagiarize, especially a bit of Mr. Bear stuff, because Matt Powell is doing a lot of, does not even realize he's doing a lot of self-owns in this shit. Okay. Let's bring something up here. We haven't grown out of stuff like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Marvel Comics. Matt, you hang around with Kent Hovind, okay? You hang around with Kent Hovind, a man who on numerous live streams brings out a SpongeBob SquarePants toy, which he hits with a replica of Thor's hammer from Marvel Comics. And you know about this because you've appeared on some of these things with him. Matt, you just might want to, not make it so fucking easy for us at times, honestly. Let's go on. See what he's got to say.
appropriate to really point this out, because this is the same crowd that's coming after your children right now. The reason that they create cartoons and try to tell you why the Bible's wrong is because they want to infiltrate the minds of the youth.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. First of all, he showed Paul Agia there. I think Paul Agia is a very, very good content creator, and is obviously very, very good at animation. And hey, come on, he's just being a bit artistic here. We're coming after the children, right, Matt? First of all, I can't speak for every creator you've mentioned, but I'll speak for myself. My channel is specifically marked not for kids. I'm not out here trying to evangelize atheism to children, Matt. I'm really not. People know. I mean, people know. Look, crikey! I think the last few months, I spent more time arguing with my own side a lot of the time in the last few months than I actually have with dipsticks like you. Maybe that's to my But then again, you're low hanging fruit. Honestly, Matt. And here's the thing, guys. I'm going to point something out. I forgot that I'd ever made a video about this guy. I really don't pay him that much attention because he's really not worth it a lot of the time. But I remembered then about it must have been about 7 or 8 months ago now. I'm guessing Simon Dan did that video, and the whole meme started of Matt Powell having the giant inflatable banana called Dr. Peel. And it started by Simon Dan, and there's about 40 or 50 creators that decided to just do a little short video about that, about 10, 15 seconds long. And I was one of them. I joined in, and I admit it might have been a bit childish. I don't know. It may have been. It was a bit of fun. But what this tells me about Cupcake here, what this actually tells me, the fact that he's actually bothered to he's going off to probably, I don't know some of these creators. I'm assuming they're probably small creators like myself. Like I said, I'm not even at 500 subscribers yet. By the way, you want to remedy that situation, please like, share, and subscribe. I want to get a few more subs. But what this tells me about Cupcake is he quite clearly scans he scans YouTube for atheist channels just to see if anyone's talking about him. That's what that's what it is. Matt, your ego is obviously that big. You have to see what is being said about you. I said, you must be. You must be it. It must be that. Come on. Crikey, this is going to be a long one. We're only a minute and a half into this 5-minute shit show here.
They want to change their mind. They want to get them thinking that there is no God. Misery loves company. They're making it their purpose to tell everybody.
Misery loves company. Once again, I refer to the fact you hang around with Kent Hovins. Just pointing that out.
That there is no purpose. And if you have children that have been influenced by these guys, just point out to your kids that these are a bunch of adults that have never grown out of childhood.
So what's the point you're trying to make here? The guy's got a Lamb of God t-shirt. Hey, I like Lamb of God are a good band. I like them. What the fuck's your point here, Matt? Actually, why do I keep calling you Matt? Cupcake, we call you Cupcake.
Why else would they have Dragon Ball Z in the background? Or Star Fox? I mean, to me, it's a dead giveaway. We're dealing with a crowd of people that are literally stuck in their childhood and they've never grown out of it. But of course, this is the first crowd to tell us that the Bible's wrong. This is the
okay. Matt, it's Cupcake. Listen, Cupcake. Let me point a few things out to you here. I don't think there's anything wrong with people liking stuff from the childhood, fantasy stuff. There's really nothing wrong with it. And I'll give you a couple of examples of that. Now, there's a couple of friends of mine in the community. I won't name drop them on here. I've got a friend in the community who is a massive, massive Star Wars fan, probably the biggest Star Wars fan I know. She also happens to be a climate scientist. She can educate people. You know, she knows stuff I couldn't even get my head around. Scientific. I know. I have another friend in the community. Big Marvel and DC Comics fan. Also currently studying for a degree in history right now, for a PhD in history. Yeah, I got a shit ton of comic books underneath there. I do. I got just looking at me now. I've got a number of Batman books, a couple of Marvel books, Spawn, got a few of them. Some good old fashioned Alan Moore stuff like Watchmen and stuff like that. But I've also got books on things like philosophy. I've got history books up here. I've got a lot of science books, I'll admit. I've got one or two, but science isn't my deal. I've got all kinds of political theory books up there. You know? Matt, I know that this whole thing that you're doing is one big ad hominem now, but it isn't even a fucking good one. It's not even a good ad hom attack. I expected better of you, honestly. I really expected better of you from you, Cupcake. I really did.
First crowd to come and tell us that dinosaurs farted themselves to death, or that squids and octopi rode on a comet from outer space into our Earth and crash landed.
Okay. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not going to talk. Dinosaurs farted themselves to death. Oh, crikey! I'm not Cupcake. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to actually let you off of a little bit here. I'm not going to discuss science with you too much because I'm very honest. Science is not my game. There was a big chat about certain things on a stream I was listening to earlier today, and and even I said in the chat that perhaps there are certain people within the atheist community who need to stay in their lane. Science is not my thing. I'm gonna maybe let you off of some of the shit you said here because I'm gonna stay in my fucking lane. But I would be very doubtful that any scientific theory actually says the dinosaurs farted themselves to death. Or, you keep going on with this one though, but I'll let the people who are more scientifically literate actually debunk that shit.
Evolve and to continue their evolution on Earth. Of course, the crowd that tells us that the Bible is incorrect and that Jesus was just a man and not God is the very crowd that believes that monkeys made a sea voyage from Africa to South America on rafts, that they literally surfed from Africa to South America. One guy responded to me recently. He goes, well, that sounds crazy. Let's clarify. It wasn't a surfboard. It was a log or some seaweed.
So we have seen evidence, plenty of evidence, for animals drifting on logs, drifting on seaweed, drifting on whatever through the ocean.
I mean, that's pretty.
Okay, hold on. What's he saying there?
When you're saying that monkeys actually.
That's pretty desperate. Okay, Cupcake. I know you're not exactly in with the AIG crowds, okay, But you might want to check out some of the shit that's in the Creation Museum about animals drifting on rafts to different places after the biblical flood that they come out with. So, if you think that's ridiculous, maybe get your own fucking house in order here, you fellow young earthers. Yeah, now, and I'm going to say, Mr. Bear points this out as well in his video response to you as well. Please go and check out TheSkepTick and Mr. Bear after this one as well. They've done a couple of great videos, and Mr. Bear I especially like because it just shows all of the constant self-owns that Matt Powell does in this, including the things where he says that he does like, that he enjoys playing video games, and all the little models of SpongeBob SquarePants that seem to be behind him in one clip. You got to make it. You got to make it harder for us, Cupcake. Come on. And I'm letting you off. And I'm letting you off with your bad science here because I'm saying I'm staying in my fucking lane.
Rafted on seaweed across the ocean. I mean, give me a break. You know, it just, to me, I don't even know what to say. Internet atheists and non-believers, I tried, okay? I tried my best. I can honestly say that I've tried my best to help you understand the world around you. If you don't want to understand the world around you, if you want to continue living in...
Well, that is fucking bullshit for a start, Cupcake. That is bullshit, you know, and you know it is. You have never ever engaged honestly in a conversation with a non-believer in your life. In fact, what you have done, and what you have done a lot of the time, is try to get people on. You've tried to get non-believers into positions where you can get little sound bites or whatever to that you can show to make atheists look bad, and you've done that very similar to what Ray Comfort does. That's what you've done. You've never engaged. Do not stand there and say that you have ever engaged honestly with non-believers in your life, Cupcake, because you haven't. And you know,
Cartoon Network land or Nickelodeon land, like your posters have demonstrated, I can't help you. You have to grow out of childhood into adulthood. The Bible says that when...
Yeah, you're preaching the same shit you were just still preaching when you were 19 years old. There, Cupcake. So whatever.
I became a man, I put away childish things. When you have posters of literal Nickelodeon, SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and...
Cupcake, you hang around, like, once again, you hang around with Kent Hovind, who uses a SpongeBob doll as a prop. Come on, dude. Do better than this. Do better. Can I just point out as well, anyone loving the overly dramatic epic music type shit that he's doing here in this, it's a bit over the top, isn't it? A bit over the top in it, Cupcake. Do you not think?
in your background, that is such a dead giveaway that you've never grown out of Marvel Comics, that you've never grown out of PBS, that you've never grown
out. Now, someone informed me about never growing out of PBS, because if I recall, PBS have actually done some pretty fucking amazing history documentaries over the years. So it's like, is he saying like Ken Burns stuff is like children's stuff now? Someone help me out here.
out of the things that you need to grow out of. I don't do these videos to be condescending towards you if you are one of these folks. I simply point this out because it's kind of the elephant in the room.
You absolutely are doing this to be a condescending dickhead there, Cupcake. Look, I'm doing this and being a bit of a condescending dickhead to you, okay? I admit it. I'll own that shit, though. Of course, I will own that shit. Just at least be honest about the fact that you are taking a bad. You are just taking a bad shot here. Come on, dude. Be better. I believe in you. Come on.
I mean, when you're going around saying there is no God, and proclaiming this while you have posters of literal kids material on your wall as a 40 or 50 or 60-year-old man or woman.
He's only got a few more seconds.
Grow up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So that was Cupcake's video. That was Cupcake's video there. Gotta love him, haven't you? You gotta love Cupcake. And as I point out, anyone notice the overly dramatic music that he tried to do there? Overly dramatic. Trying to be a bit epic, I feel. Trying to go a little over the top for effect here. Well, Cupcake, that being the case, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance, Matt Powell? Because two can play at that game. Two can play at that game. You can do an over-the-top bullshit couple of minutes on YouTube. I can one-up you. I believe I can one-up you with this. So, you ready to bring it, Powell? You ready to bring it? Because what we just witnessed there was a 5-minute bad ad hominem attack on all atheists. And it falls to me, godless scummer, to take up the fight against Cupcake and his straw man. It falls to me to be the hero the online atheist community needs. Matt Powell, you could do over-the-top dramatic music. So can I. But do you have your very own neon on-air sign as well? I raise you that, Matt Powell. I raise you that. It's your move, Powell. Your move. The ball is in your court. You and me. Bring Kent in. Whack me on Whack an Atheist. I dare you. I dare you to whack me. But just know that when it's all said and done, We all know the truth. We all know the truth about you, Cupcake. And you can't deny it. You know it in your heart of hearts. But what I'm going to say is true. And that is that Matt Powell has a giant inflatable banana in his backyard that he calls Dr. Peel. The gauntlet is thrown down to you, Matt Powell. This has been Jeff, aka Godless Scummer. Salute.